In my work with Clackamas County Schools, I spend a lot of time in school cafeterias. And one thing that has always bothered me in school cafeterias is the amount of milk carton waste. About 50% by volume of a school lunch trash is milk cartons. Schools are also throwing away anywhere between 6 and 10 gallons of milk per day after students empty their milk cartons before they throw them away. Here in Clackamas County, we cannot recycle those milk cartons, and so they go into the garbage. And milk dispensers seemed like a perfect way to take on this problem.
The kitchen staff and the custodial staff were both pretty hesitant at first because they would be changing their routines that they'd had in place for quite a few years. But we brought in training and videos, and I showed them exactly what would be happening and what would be changing. And through being on site, letting them see everything before we launched it, they were really supportive. And we've had them in place for a couple months now, and they're all very excited about having them, and they wouldn't want to go back.
And so the way it works is you get milk in 3-gallon bags. They go into the milk dispenser, and then students are able to dispense the milk using a cup and a lever.
So there have been a lot of benefits to the program so far. Some of the quantifiable ones have been our average milk purchasing per month has decreased at the 2 sites by 40%. And we've also increased our milk sales by about 40%, which means that the kids coming from home are buying milk, and the kids who are eating school lunch aren't taking as much. So we're wasting less, our cost is going down, but more kids are getting the nutrition from milk than before. In K-12 schools, we serve reimbursable meals, and in order to receive that reimbursement, we have to offer very specific meal components, and part of that is 8 ounces of fluid milk. We are meeting every requirement. You don't hear about schools with milk dispensers, so a lot of kids said that they were so fancy and they took pride in getting to mix the white milk and the chocolate milk so there's less sugar, which I love to see. They're drinking more white milk, and they say that the milk tastes better, which I think helps them consume what they're taking instead of wasting what they're taking. They say it doesn't have the cardboard taste that sometimes the cartons can have. It's just really fresh, and they like it a lot. What really surprised me about the milk dispenser project was all of the younger kids and their ability to adapt so quickly. Especially kindergartners, this is their first time going through a lunch line and having a tray and picking their food. At first there was some confusion because they thought maybe it might be an ice cream machine, but they adapted so quickly. They love having it there.
So here in the Canby School District, we have 2 schools that are successfully using milk dispensers. There's also many dispensers in use in Thurston County, Washington. And in both of those cases, the nutrition services directors are happy to talk to people that are interested in implementing this in their own schools.
I just say do it. It has been such a great program, and we've loved having it from my level, the administrators, all the way down to the kindergartners. It's been wonderful to have it on site. There's a lot of support out there from other schools who have done it, from the vendors who support us. They are willing to help you accomplish this goal. So even though it might seem scary at first, it's not, and it's worth it.